What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Entertainment Syndicate. We are coming to you from the NES headquarters, located today at Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, where we are in detention for using our powers to sneak into the girls' locker room. What's up, guys? I'm your co-host, Drew.
And I'm your Professor Los. And today in the school we have a special guest.
We have a special guest with us, Priscilla.
Hello, I'm Priscilla.
She's our special guest today. We're going to be covering topics of anime and manga with her.
She's a big fan of the anime world, manga world, along with the partner here, Carlos Los.
Yep, I love everything, man. So excited to get to that part on our show today. But first, we got a couple things to mark off. First off, we're going to talk about Gambit.
Gambit's been taken off the schedule by 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, I mean, kind of see it coming. It was slated for October this year,
yeah.
But nothing's besides who was casted. I haven't seen any stills or any pictures or even production starting.
Well, it was in trouble a few months ago with rumors of Channing Tatum being off the project, and then the director being taken off the project.
Then Tatum back on the project.
And then, like, the budget they want for this movie is, like, ridiculously crazy, so it's been... And then, most likely because of the success of Deadpool.
The rated R thing? I mean, I can't picture a rated R Gambit.
Even, yeah, all this rated R news is kind of getting crazy.
And,
I'm kind of...
And it goes back to... It opened a can of worms. A lot of people was like, all right, so this rated R movie made a lot of money, so we're going to cash in on it. Remember we were talking about it last episode?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it's getting out of hand because even this news about Batman v Superman having a Blu-ray release with the director's cut being rated R, it's like, all right, really? Do we need that?
I mean, with that, I'm okay with it because they're not pushing it down our throats with the movie part, you know. And when it comes to theatrical, things are always cut. So
That's true, but I don't see it necessarily being like, why does it have to be rated R type?
you know, they gotta say motherfucker a couple times and show maybe a little titty.
Yeah, if Batman says that I'm the goddamn Batman, controversial line.
Yeah.
That's been from that Jim Lee,
Yeah.
that Batman Superman.
Or a fat man nip slip, you know.
Maybe.
Ben
Maybe a little-
Affleck's.
Maybe some action with a Robin or something.
Yeah, or some
If they
thrusting.
finally-
You know. What do you think, Priscilla? Rated R movies.
All this, yeah. There's been a lot of news about rated R movies because of the.
Wait,
Deadpool
did you
movie.
see
She
Deadpool?
hasn't actually seen Deadpool.
You
That's
have
another
not
thing.
seen
She has
Deadpool.
not seen Deadpool.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Oh man, do you know anything about Deadpool?
Are you familiar with it?
I mean, I remember Deadpool from Wolverine Origins, was it?
Oh, okay.
So
That-
it's not there.
Yeah, well, that is not the Deadpool.
Do
that is
forget that. You ever
Deadpool.
saw that? Burn your eyes.
Oh wow.
Just lose that memory because it's nothing like Deadpool. His scenes before Deadpool were pretty cool. Before he became Deadpool.
the first half hour of that movie. That's similar to what Deadpool is.
We won't shut up, and he's just like obnoxious and funny and
Yes.
all that stuff.
And there's more to it because he does what's called breaking the fourth wall. He talks to you, the reader or the viewer. Like, he knows he's a character in a comic book or in a movie. So
wow.
you'll see a lot more of this in the movie.
No, I want to watch it. It does sound like awesome, and everyone's talking about it. I just haven't been able to.
Yeah, understandable. Going to school, you have a life, a job. But Gambit being released this year, not gonna happen.
Yeah. What do you feel? Do you actually think they're actually end up making a movie out of it? I mean, I don't think so.
Like, I
like-
think it's gonna be scratched
I
altogether.
think so. I mean, even in the comic book world, every time Gavin has had his own run, it doesn't really last long. I mean, he's an awesome character. I just don't think the fan base is there for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could see it.
There's
being-
great stories behind him, but I don't think there's the fan base to keep up with it.
Yeah, because even me personally, I don't know much other than he's just part of the X-Men. I
Yeah.
don't see him as a solitary, standalone character.
I could
So I
see him as a TV show. I can see that.
Netflix,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, why not?
that'd be cool.
I mean, they made Jessica Jones work, and I was kind of about it, and it was an amazing
Yeah.
show. So I can see, hopefully, maybe it could be a TV show, an adaptation of it.
Yes, we'll see what happens. We'll see what they fill in. Well, actually, they do have whatever they moved that movie for. They have release dates for two unknown Marvel properties already.
Oh,
coming out from
really?
Fox. Yeah, they already announced certain dates where they want to.
And they haven't named.
but they don't have what
So-
the project actually is. Most
So-
likely, maybe the Deadpool sequel.
Silver Surfer, maybe?
Oh, I don't see.
Doesn't Fox still own that?
They still own that, but I don't think there's a need for or a cry for Silver Surfer movie.
Sounds good.
So
Well, we'll see. So that's the end of the Gambit. Now the next on news is Power Rangers movie.
Power Rangers movie. I have not heard much other than they cast Rita Repulsa.
And who is Rita?
Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, okay. Well, Lionsgate actually now states that they have a script for it. So the push for it and the making of it pretty much should be coming up soon.
Do they have a release date like every movie nowadays?
I don't believe so. I haven't heard any actual release date,
Okay.
but they already have the director. It should be, it's the director from Project Almanac, Dean Israelite. Have you seen Project Almanac?
Don't know that movie. Is that time
Project
travel?
Almanac, yeah.
The time travel one?
It was like, I think it was made by MTV Studios.
Okay.
It was a good
You
movie.
saw it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really big on time travel movies. Like,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
They make
Yeah, I
it
love
really
those.
good the way he, did all that stuff.
And it connects the beginning to the
Yeah.
end. I think all time travel movies do that. They connect the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
So
that seems to be the trick to kind of blow your mind with it. Have you ever seen Time Crimes?
Time Crimes.
Mm-mm.
Movie or is that
Yeah, it's a movie. I saw it on Netflix years ago. That is a time travel movie.
Uh-huh.
Blew my mind. It was
What's
amazing. I think it's
synopsis
like
on
it's
it?
a foreign movie.
Mhm.
So you guys check that out. Time Crimes. I don't know if it's
It's
still,
still
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix?
I'm not sure. It's been a while, but that's one you guys got to keep an eye out for if you're into the time
I
travel.
know I've
movies.
seen 2 time travel
Yeah.
movies on Netflix. 2 of them were differently based, but really good. But yeah, I'll check that out.
So back to the Power Rangers. So that's all you have is just
Yeah, well, I mean,
the
the
script
the
and
script.
director
So you got
announced.
the actors, you got the script, you got the director.
Do
I
you-
mean,
we have all.
It seems like all bases are covered.
Five characters, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so. But I mean, you just gotta get your production running and you start shooting.
Are any of those big names?
I got the list here. Dacre Montgomery from
Don't know him.
A Few Less Men.
Don't know it.
You got R.J. Seiler,
Don't know him.
Me and Earl and Dying Girl.
Don't know it.
And you got Naomi Scott from the 33.
Nope.
Becky G from Empire.
Nope.
Lodi Lean from Monster Hunt.
Nope.
And of course, Elizabeth Banks, Pitch Perfect.
Rita Repulsa.
Mm-hmm.
What version of Power Rangers did you get into?
Well, I remember I watched them since the beginning, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
So the 93,
the
96 run.
Space Rangers. Yeah.
Okay. That was the only one I got into. It was just that first one that came out. That was back in my high school days.
I mean, I watched
That
a
wasn't
couple
high school
after.
days.
My high school days. I'm older than you guys.
No, 93, you were not in high school in 93.
I graduated. No. Okay, you're right. Junior high school.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
I was like, there's no way.
It's my dementia kicking in because of my age. That's what that is.
But I was in elementary school, and I remember drawing the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I was all into it. I was full into it.
I loved it.
Who was your character, Priscilla?
As far as the
Who were
Power
you? Who
Rangers?
would you be?
Well, I had to
who
be
would you
the
play?
I had to be the yellow one because my sister took the pink one.
Trini, the Asian one.
The Asian one, exactly. Yeah. I didn't have much of a choice. So.
She was Triceratops, right?
I can't remember.
Yeah, she was Triceratops. Kimberly was Pterodactyl. Jason was Tyrannosaurus Rex. Billy was Sabretooth.
No, Sabretooth
Zach.
Tiger was
Zach.
Trinity.
What?
Sabretooth Tiger was Trinity. The Mammoth, Black Mammoth was Mastodon. Mastodon was Zach.
Who was Billy? He
Sa-
was the
Wait, is he the Sabretooth Tiger?
Trini was Sabretooth Tiger. But the introduction of the Green Ranger, that blew everybody's mind. When Jason came on the scene, and he started off as a bad guy, didn't he?
I can't remember.
Yeah, he came in as an unknown ranger, like didn't know who he
Yeah.
was.
The villain. She was like
Rita Repulsa.
That's who it was. She was at WonderCon. Well,
Was she?
cosplay, yeah.
Oh, just somebody cosplaying, but
Yeah, and she had like her little dummies,
Yeah, I think the Blue Ranger's
The putties?
Triceratops.
her putties,
Triceratops, yeah,
her putties. They were all there.
the putties.
Yeah, so Jason is the T-Rex.
The red.
Zach, Black Ranger, was
Mastodon.
Mastodon. Trinity was Sabretooth Tiger.
Trini,
Sorry.
Trini, Sabretooth Tiger.
Trinity was Sabretooth Tiger. Who was I was talking about? Matrix?
Trinity.
And then Kimberly was the pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
And Triceratops was the Blue Ranger.
Triceratops. That's right.
There you go.
Which ranger?
I was Zach. Only because he breakdanced. I was like, oh, I wish I could breakdance.
don't think I ever signed myself one or was
No,
particular to one. I just remember having that crush on the Pink Ranger.
I never had any crush on him. I was like, oh, Zach can dance. I want to be him.
I don't remember him dancing.
Oh yeah, he was a break dancer. He showed his moves on the show and in the movie.
Okay, Tommy was the White Ranger.
Tommy,
He started green. Yeah, he started green.
yeah, Tommy was the Green Ranger, and
Okay.
then I don't remember what was the storyline, but yeah, he eventually became the White Ranger.
Yeah.
With the little sword flute, right? The little
Yeah.
dagger flute, where he would
Mhm.
call the.
And what was it, like a white tiger
Yeah.
or something like that?
So I remember the thing was.
His outfit.
Yeah, his little white vest. Shoulder
Remember
things.
Bulk and Skull,
Oh yeah,
the two bullies.
numbskulls.
Yeah.
They were in high school, but they look like they were 40 years old.
Yeah. I think I saw a petition online where people wanted them to be in the movie. The
Ah.
actors that played the Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, well, they're like 60 now or something.
Probably. Who knows? I don't think I've ever seen them after that. Any of them on anything else other than convention circuit.
All right, so that's pretty much for Power Rangers. What do you have for next?
I'm just like exhausted because I've been up so early. But one of the reasons I was up so early because 6 a.m. the BVS tickets went available. And I already have one because we're going to the comic.
Yeah, don't tell me you bought more.
Not more, but I bought the BVS Ultimate ticket from
What is
Regal Theaters. Do you
this?
know what this is about?
No, I'm guessing they were going to do a marathon run though.
Not so much a marathon, but it's this the Regal Entertainment. They offer these theaters offers this Ultimate ticket where you buy this ticket and you can watch it every day. Go see the movie every day.
You bought the ticket, Batman.
And it's a collector kind of card. It's like a steel card, like the Batman, Superman logo etched into it with your name
How
on it.
much did this set you back?
$100. It's a collector's. It's a collector's item. Once I see this movie, which I'm going to more than 5 times for sure, it'll be paid off.
But
Go see
it's
it in
your name
IMAX.
on it, so doesn't that kind of kill the collector on it?
No,
Okay.
because there's only 1,000 that are being sold.
Did it sell out?
I don't know. I'm probably maybe the only one that bought one
When did this happen? Today?
just this morning.
I couldn't convince myself to do that.
I put it on my credit card, so I'm doing it on payments. That way, it's like it's only 25.
I don't worry about it now, but later.
But once I see it, which I'm going to see it more than 5 times, it'll be paid off.
Wait, you went to watch Star Wars like 5 times?
I think I saw Star Wars 5 times, yeah. And then it allows you to watch it in IMAX too. IMAX is a $20 ticket, so I mean,
Oh well, there you go.
it'll be worth it for me because I'm definitely going to see it more than once.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So
Congrats on that.
thank you.
And then
I'll
we
be
also
sure to put a picture of that once I get it too.
yeah.
Just buy one ticket. I'll join you for one of those showings.
Are you going to go with the comic group?
When
I-
is it?
they
The
got-
night it comes out?
Yeah.
Well, the tickets are on sale now. We already got ours. So.
Oh yeah.
It's assigned seating too, so you get your brother, get your sister, and you
Yeah.
guys can like.
Yeah,
go-
you should. They
We'll all
always.
go as a group, but then we just won't be sitting next to each other.
Yeah, next time, next time, let us know. We always try to get people involved. We have had Vanessa. We've had yeah. hmm So we always end up winning something. Honestly, like doesn't
'cause they-
not to sound like cocky, but we've had a pretty good streak.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you just won something at
Oh yeah, it was
What's the last
like
movie you did?
$25. Yeah, for Deadpool.
Deadpool. Yeah, you won the
voucher,
the gift
$25
card,
voucher. Yeah, yeah.
store gift card.
Already
'Cause they
used it.
raffle like statues and gift cards and comics and you get a T-shirt with it. You get a collectible ticket. You get like a patch. now,
Yep,
too.
I've won an omnibus. I think you won an
I've
omnibus.
won like
too.
a Superman glass
plate.
plaque,
Mhm.
and I've won Wolverine comic. I won
hmm
quite a few things, and his wife has won too. And then
A
when we
Snuggie.
had the group, like
Yeah.
they won stuff too.
Cool.
So it's a good time. And then also, what I did a few days ago online. Did you know there was gonna be a Green Lantern movie with Jack Black?
No, now is this like a direct, like a DC
no.
direct,
Yeah, DC movie,
Like
legit
straight to DVD or
No,
theaters?
in theaters. It was one of those like because DC's had so many movies that have like been in production that are gonna start, but they never get off the ground. And
Yeah,
filmed. Like the
like
Justice
production
League.
hell. What they
Like-
call it, right? Production
Yeah,
hell.
like the Justice League that we talked about.
Yeah.
But there was going to be a Green Lantern starring Jack Black as the Green Lantern.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
So there's this
How's
on.
that gonna work?
That how is
well,
that gonna work?
Yeah, it's not made. This was maybe like 2008, I think it was, or
Okay.
6, or even before. But Geek and Sundry, do you know them? They're
No.
online. It's this nerdy YouTube stuff. And Geek and Sundry, every Tuesday, I think now they do this where they read these scripts that weren't made, like for superhero movies.
Okay.
and they got their hands on this Green Lantern. It was written by Robert Smigel. He's one of the writers from like Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to star Jack Black. So they started reading maybe like the first 60 pages of it, like maybe the first third of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just a straight out comedy, a Green Lantern comedy movie.
Oh
It's so weird. It's
Yeah. I mean,
and he doesn't even play one of the Green Lanterns that are in the comic book. He just plays this new character who becomes a Green Lantern.
okay.
And the story's kind of the same. It starts off with Abin Sur, like dying, and like the ring.
So I'm
finding-
guessing this is gonna be like some different world kind of thing, multiverse deal.
Well, here's the thing. It takes place in a world where these DC characters exist because there's a lot of references to like they know who the Green Lantern is already. Like the characters Jack Black and his best friend in the movie know who Green Lantern is already.
Yeah.
So they like reference like, oh, Green Lantern. He's like the ninth best hero out there.
So,
So like Batman and Superman.
Wall-ish.
No, not breaks fourth wall-ish. It's meta. It knows.
So in
the
that world,
superhero-
it's
this
a comic book.
This superhero world has existed for a while.
Oh, okay.
So this Justice League is already known in this world because they reference the other characters.
But it is a different world because Abin Sur is dead.
Well, isn't he one of the original Green
Yeah, and
Lanterns?
he's the one that gave it to Hal Jordan.
To Hal Jordan.
He died. Remember?
But in this movie, this script, it takes Abin Sur, he dies, and the ring finds. I don't remember
That's
the
what
Jack
I'm saying.
Black
It's
character name.
a different world then because Hal Jordan wouldn't exist in that world.
I think a Hal Jordan has existed in this world because they do reference. There's a green in this movie in this script. They reference Green Lantern comic books and superhero comic books, and they know how superheroes are supposed to be because as Jack Black as the Green Lantern is doing his comedy shtick with the as Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And like his best friend knows the rules, quote unquote, of being a comic book hero and tells him, no, you're supposed to do it this way, or you're supposed to
Man, I have a hard time wrapping my head on that one.
It's so weird. That's why it was like probably kind of like canned because like,
yeah,
it was so
no,
bad.
I,
But it was so weird. But watching the read of this was like interesting. It was cool.
I mean, it'll be interesting as something new, but I don't think I've ever watched. If that would ever come to be, I'd probably watch it as like background noise. Like,
And I'm
alright,
sure.
I'm gonna put this on while I'm cleaning the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this was probably worse than the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. But I'm probably like online if you guys are interested in it. Look up Geek and Sundry. They do this superhero kind of like
I know.
a canned script.
I wasn't
read.
crazy about the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
It was horrible.
I enjoyed it a little bit.
No, only thing I
didn't
enjoyed was
hate it.
Sinestro. That's the only thing I enjoyed is Sinestro.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next?
Another bit of casting news. I've mentioned Ready Player One, being one of my favorite books. So I'll
Mhm.
probably do a little book report sometime on another podcast. But they finally cast like the lead guy, the actor Ty Sheridan. He's the Cyclops in X-Men Apocalypse, so he's gonna play the lead character in that. So it's really starting to come together, and I'm super excited about this.
Anything on that, like release date wise, or
Nothing yet.
when productions should be starting?
Nothing as far as that goes yet.
So
that I
they're still
know,
doing on the whole background stuff.
But
just-
they cast the lead girl in it, the lead guy, and I mean Steven Spielberg is directing, and this story is just absolutely amazing.
so that'll be
And
fun.
So, and more casting news: Powerless, that NBC
Office
comedy,
comedy office.
the insurance
show,
agents
yeah.
in this world of superheroes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about this, but NBC is coming up with this show,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like based in this insurance company,
Yeah.
where like these superheroes exist, and like they go out and like insurance claims about. It's supposed to be a comedy.
What?
But new casting, they cast Danny Pudi. He was one of the guys in Community. I don't know if you ever watched that.
No.
I was a huge Community fan. Nobody here?
Nope.
I'm the
No.
only one I know who ever loved this show. God, I hate life.
Sorry, buddy.
Nobody's into the show.
Sorry, buddy.
And another, I guess, nerd fandom casting was Alan Tudyk. He's a Wash from Firefly, the captain.
Oh, okay.
You know him. He's been in. He was the pirate in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
And,
He's pretty big in cons too.
Yeah, he's like another like that's what I mean by like nerd fan casting.
Yeah, he was at the Long Beach Convention Center. What was it last week?
he was on
Yeah.
the Saturday doing the
Mhm.
signing.
So that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's been the news this week. Other than that, just kind of.
So that's pretty much it for the news. Now we're gonna move on to our guest Priscilla, and we're gonna talk our heads off with anime and manga.
This is all your guys' expertise here. I've never.
Hey, so
I've
pass
dipped my
over the
toes
mic,
in, but I haven't.
and you can chime in then.
I guess I'll.
You for some reason won't get into it, but it's awesome.
I guess I'll do. I'll go write my detention homework, whatever.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Take the mic. All right, Priscilla. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start with
How about like an origin story?
Yeah.
How did you get into
To anime,
comic
pretty
world
much, and all that
anime
stuff?
Yeah.
Pop culture.
I mean, well, I think pretty much like everyone else. Not everyone else, but the majority would be with like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
That was the first one that I watched.
Was that your
And
first into
Into
pop
the
culture
whole,
world?
all of it, yeah.
Really?
Into superheroes?
Where did you watch it? Or like how old were you, if you can remember that?
I remember I was in high school, I think.
Uh-huh.
So I graduated in 09, so maybe like 07 and 08.
Okay.
And I would watch just the dubbed version, obviously. And I mean, I loved the idea of how they turned Super Saiyan,
Okay.
like Goku and all that stuff. I hated how long it took for them to do one
Yeah,
damn
like
episode.
6 episodes for him to screw in a light
Yeah,
bulb.
it took him like a month to
Yeah.
kill Frieza when he finally turned Super Saiyan.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But I just thought it was so awesome how he could go, above and beyond
Yeah.
and turn super powerful.
God, I remember. Believe it or not, the first time I saw it was a Spanish version of it. My dad.
That's the one I watched.
Did you really?
Mhm.
My dad had remember those old school satellites? God,
Yeah.
this is when I was like 6. Because that anime is, God, it's pretty old.
Yeah.
Anime?
Yeah. The
Oh,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Z is really old, man. That thing came out in, I would say, early 90s.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that, if not earlier.
Just Dragon Ball, but as far as anime goes, this has been anime.
There's
No.
been-
The
yeah.
but the Dragon Ball anime came out a long time ago.
Because there's been before Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z too. and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I remember when my dad had it, the big Spanish satellite to watch all those Spanish channels. I came across it and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And the cool thing about it is that there was a lot of content that you would never see in the American version. There was nudity, there was cussing, there was actual showing of blood.
Yeah, there was.
So, but that's what really like. Oh, well, this is amazing. And then we lost it, and I lost touch of it. And it started again in middle school.
Okay.
Channel 9 was
Mhm.
showing reruns of Dragon Ball Z, and I remember every Saturday watching it. And I was like,
Oh,
God, he's powering up still. Next week, he's still powering up.
He's
When is he
still
gonna
powering up.
just stop? Yeah.
So you
And
mean,
finally.
so you mean like an episode would end and he's powering up?
Yeah, and then the next pair.
Step forward.
Yeah.
Powering up.
It's like they take one step back, 2 step backwards, 1 step.
And the
yeah,
recap
yeah.
every time you.
Or 1 step
watch the
forward.
next
Yeah.
episode.
And that's what killed me. The recap, instead of being quick, is like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Half the episode is the episode.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
is. That's what I say. A step forward and 2 step back. It's like, God.
Yeah, and it was just amazing how he takes him forever to turn Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah.
And he goes 2 and 3 like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the heck?
And
How
it
can you
involved
do
him
that?
screaming forever.
Yeah, I mean, he's always.
So high school, that got you into it, huh?
That got me into it. And I don't think I watched the next series I watched was the one with Boo. So, wait, was that still? Yeah, that was still Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's
The
Dragon Ball
Boo
Z.
series. And then after that, I don't think I ever watched GT.
I never watched GT either. I watched a couple of episodes, but it still wasn't. It wasn't Dragon Ball Z, and that's what GT stands for. I mean, or not. It stands for. It's for the name of the creator.
Yeah.
And
Because it was a different one, right?
yeah, and they restarted. They rebooted Dragon Ball Z series to what is it? Dragon Ball something.
Oh, because the baby series was in GT.
Yeah.
Because I
So
watched it not that long ago now.
Mhm.
Because I was like, because my favorite character is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And that's in GT.
and that's no more. That doesn't exist anymore. Because
They just act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
the-
get why.
because a lot of the hardcore fans, I guess. Well, I don't know. There was a lot of people that didn't like it. I was okay
Yeah.
with it, but whatever. But the Dragon Ball movies, the Gods,
Yeah, Resurrection F and stuff.
and yeah, Resurrection F, and then the Gods movie, those are taking place without GT happening.
Right. It's like it never happened.
hmm
It's
So the new Dragon Ball shows is pretty much
Yeah.
brushing off what GT was.
Yeah, because I
different.
know in Resurrection F, he tells them if they could ever fuse together to make Gogeta, they would be super amazing. But it's, technically in GT, they already did fuse together.
Yeah, so you're like,
and
why
make
would they?
Gogeta.
Yeah,
But I'm like, so what are they talking about?
yeah.
So my brother was like, just pretend GT did never happen. I'm like,
yeah,
because the first 20 episodes of GT sucks. It's all like Dragon Ball, like the first one,
yeah,
but like just different. And then after like episode 21,
yeah.
it's super cool because that's when he starts fusing. You get baby Vegeta. Gohan isn't such a little coward because he actually stops like training and stuff.
Yeah. So
And then you have his name is Baby Vegeta. So that part's cool. And then
Yeah, when babies, what is he like? He's like a parasite, right? He's able to take over stronger
he
bodies.
takes Vegeta's body.
Yeah, he looked pretty cool, all ripped up with his
It
white
is.
hair. Yeah,
It's sick. And then you have the Super Series,
yeah.
which I haven't watched yet. I don't
Yeah.
even know where I can like watch it or what.
You can find it anywhere, or just torrent anything in the world. But yeah, so then did you branch off from there to other stuff then?
Yeah. After that, the next one I watched was Rurouni Kenshin.
God, yeah, I remember seeing that
Loved it.
years back because it's an old anime.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that scene years back, and for those of you who don't know what that show is about, pretty much old trained assassin with his sword.
Oh yeah, the Batosai.
Yeah, the Watosai.
Manslayer. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's special about his sword is that the blade is
Reverse blade.
It's the reverse blade. So the sharp part is where the curve of the sword is instead of in the outward.
Yeah.
So like a regular slash wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. It wouldn't. It would just bruise you up.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
hurt. But yeah, he used to kill people because he was part of the army,
Yeah.
right? But then he just wanders around trying to kind of
Atone.
atone for all the
Mhm.
killing he committed, which
Yeah.
he thought was for the good. But
Yeah, and then his past or just the rumors of who he is kind of haunts him. People always trying to challenge him and trying to beat him.
yeah,
Then
he's awesome. He's
yeah, that's
the
amazing.
fastest.
And what I liked about it is how he's quirky.
Yeah.
He's like almost like a man child at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, he has Miss Kaoru take care of him.
Yeah, and then
Like a baby.
and then when he finally steps up, he turns into the assassin, Batosai,
Yeah.
crazy.
He goes like rage mode.
Yeah, but he still doesn't kill. He just starts just hurting people. So
Mhm.
that's cool. Yeah. Did you ever see the movie? I know they made a movie out of it. I just never
No,
got around to seeing
I haven't
it.
seen it
Mhm.
actually. And you know which one's one of the most recent animes I started watching?
Mhm.
Because I'm watching Naruto Shippuden right now.
Mhm.
I watched Sword Art Online.
Okay.
I love that one.
On
And then
Netflix, both
Attack
seasons.
on Titan.
God, that's a
I love that one.
trip.
I heard there was a movie and I heard it sucked.
I
Unfortunately.
know there is a movie of it. I still want to see it.
I do want to see it too.
I want to see it.
But I heard they do something weird because you know how in the show you have Eren
Mhm.
and then you have Mikasa
hmm
and they have a kind of like a little romance kind
Yeah,
of thing
'cause-
going on. Because he saved her.
Yeah, he saved her when they were young. She was about to get raped,
Yeah.
and then he came in and killed the guy that was going to rape
Yeah,
her.
he freaking murdered everybody.
Mhm.
But I heard in the movie they try to make some weird story out of it or something.
Really?
And ruin it. And that's why they like ruined it for people.
Oh man! But go back to the anime. God, it's just those Titans are amazing, crazy.
Yeah. And how he becomes a Titan. I never saw that coming.
Oh yeah, because what is a couple of episodes in there? He gets
in
eaten.
about 3 or 4, I think.
So the premise of the show is that in the future, whatever it is, there's this Andrew. Have you had any premise of what Attack on Titan is?
Today's Superman's birthday.
Okay.
I take that as a no.
interesting.
So pretty much in the future or whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
In that world, Titans, I guess, almost it looks like really a replica overgrown humans with various
Yeah.
sizes and speed and everything. Yeah, skinless,
Some
and
are dumb,
sexless.
some are smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are like roaming the world, and they pretty much annihilated the human race.
Yep.
Yep,
Mhm.
and they pretty much make them put up walls, and they have the 3 Great Walls or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the show takes place covering this kid's life, who end up becoming soldiers, I guess.
Yeah. Trained to fight the Titans, the
Titans, yeah.
scouts. Yeah.
So like in every branch in the army and stuff like that, you have you got people that assault, people who are infantry, people who are
Yeah.
recon, intelligence, and so forth, and they're the guys that go out there and do recon.
Exactly.
So and it follows Eren from pretty much from start to from him he joins the army
Yeah.
into becoming a recon, and throughout the whole show, you get to see these Titans, and early on he gets eaten. You're like, oh well, then I guess he's
Oh,
not
no.
the star of the show. Yeah,
But even like the first episode caught my attention because it's just, the dramatic and emotion and everything they put into it. That his mother, for anyone who hasn't watched it, if you watch the first episode, she
Yeah.
gets eaten and he goes into like this rage for the rest of the time that we see him.
yeah,
He hates Titans with a passion because of that.
and then you get to see how they get chewed up,
Hmm.
the humans are getting
Yeah,
torn
he
up.
watches his mom get chopped in 2 pieces and chomped on.
Yeah, so it's pretty graphic.
So what's the deal with these Titans? Are they trying to take over the world?
No,
or-
they're brainless.
They're like zombies, kind of. The
Yeah,
dumber ones aren't
yeah.
zombies. They just eat.
I mean, there's more to it,
Mhm.
and throughout the anime, they try to figure out maybe there's a greater power to these Titans. There's something going on. I mean, there's more to it, and they do end up figuring out what's going on, but
Yeah, because some of them are actually smarter. Some of them think. The
Yeah.
majority of them are just kind of like they want to eat people and stuff. But then there's some higher ones that they meet later that actually tear down through the wall, and that wanna like hurt them and have a purpose, I guess.
yeah, and like when Eren gets eaten, you're like, oh, well, that's over. And then next thing you know, something comes out of that Titan that ate Eren, like another Titan. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell? And it looks like Eren, like the main character. And you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit confusing. Like, what's going on here? He became a Titan, like Super Saiyan Titan or something like.
And then he's killing Titans.
And this is the first episode?
No. This is like,
the first.
Oh,
the
four,
first,
five,
yeah,
It's not that long, right?
yeah. It's early, and you're like, oh, well, what's going on here? And he starts raging out, killing other Titans.
the Titan killed the Titan.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So and then people see it and like, what the hell? Eren Titan. He ends up coming out of that Titan, or he gets exhausted.
Yeah.
Can remember, and
And he's helping the scouts and killing the other Titans.
yeah.
And they're like, should we trust this guy? Is he good?
Yeah, and then yeah, exactly, and like, well, we shouldn't trust him, and then they're like, yeah, we should, and then he's about to get executed,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of half transforms into a Titan, stopping like a cannonball or something like that.
Protecting his friends.
Yeah,
from
so
dying.
the plot thickens. So like, wait, can he command this power?
Yeah.
And then it goes on from there, it building up. Okay, we use him. He gets used. They discover more Titans that can turn, or more people that can turn into Titans, like she said, because there's this humongous Titan, like huge,
Oh,
that
yeah.
appears out of nowhere. It's pretty much the one that it's always on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like this Titan that you can see
It's
his
like
muscles.
muscle, pretty
Uh-huh.
much.
And yeah, exactly. So he's covering the wall,
Yeah.
and he essentially makes a hole into the wall, like with his knee, and then it
Yeah.
disappears. But with that hole, another Titan comes in that's pretty much skin is like a diamond, and he's just coming in destroying everything. So they're like, wait, these Titans are special. They're unique and they're smart. And then they realize if Eren can transform, there's people that can transform. So you start figuring out the puzzle pieces. Like, okay,
Yeah.
there's people behind this.
Mm-hmm. And then they believe that someone's infiltrated their scouts army. and
Because-
that is an actual Titan.
Yeah, because a lot of their missions are compromised, and there's some leakage of information.
Mm-hmm.
And further upon, you end up discovering, that there is someone in the ranks.
This is a fairly new anime, isn't it?
It's been out for you know what? I heard it stopped because the
Yeah.
manga. I've read the manga.
Okay.
Have you read the manga yet?
I haven't read it.
The rumors was that the writer became sick or something happened that they stopped. I mean, it's been out for 3 years. It's been out for a while.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was going to be a second season because of the way that the first one.
Yeah,
ended.
I mean, they will, but it's just the writer's been taking a long time. It's like there's a
I
some
know,
bit of
and-
hiatus.
It's-
Okay, yeah, because I've heard a little bit about that. Just seeing this stuff pop up at conventions and
Yeah.
the huge fan base that it
Oh,
has,
yeah.
but then seeing that it's only one season and it's
Mhm.
fairly new.
Yeah, so
21 episodes.
Okay.
yeah, and it's taking a while. So, but the manga still it picked up again, and it's just slow going. So I can't wait till they finish the series off.
Yeah.
Nice.
And from what I remember, originally they were gonna finish the whole series off on a sad note, like from the creator. He just had I couldn't do it because he didn't think it was gonna be that popular, and it picked up.
Yeah, everyone.
So
loves
he's
it.
like, all right, so I'm
One of
gonna.
the biggest ones.
He's like, I can't do this to the fan base, so he ends up changing it. And then I believe he had some personal issues that caused him to delay it.
Oh. That's, yeah, and then after that too, that's when I finally decided to watch Naruto.
And
I just
Naruto.
postponed it because it's so long. You have Naruto, which is what, like 7 seasons, I think?
Yeah.
And then you have Shippuden,
Yeah.
so that's like another 7, 8, 9 seasons.
And now, funny thing about that, I'm a big fan of the anime, of anime in general.
Yeah.
And usually it's anime that gets me into the manga because
Yeah.
I like seeing moving pictures, like I was telling you earlier. And when Naruto came out, I was like, all right, cool. And then when I would catch up to it, I was like, I can't wait. I need to see what happens. So I would jump into the manga,
Yeah.
read. Oh, the anime's catching up again. I'll jump on the anime.
Exactly.
So I've actually finished the whole series on the manga part, on
And
the
they
manga
haven't even-
aspect.
as far as the series, I mean the TV series, they haven't even finished dubbing it in English.
Yeah.
It's still going. I think it's like at season 4.
I believe they just finished off the Shippuden on the Japanese version.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you're watching off Cartoon Network, I believe.
I'm watching it on. It's on Hulu
Uh-huh.
right there, so it's only dubbed. I don't know why they took off like seasons like 2, I think, or 3. Dubbed, they have the subtitles. So I've just been watching it on like.
Are you
Watch
okay?
Dub.
Are you able to watch it dubbed, or do you like the subtitles? That's
No,
another thing about
I
anime.
mean, if I have to, I
Mhm.
will. Like the first episode of Attack on Titan, I watched it dubbed. I mean subbed, but I love the dubbed. Usually I can't do it.
I do too. It's just hearing the actual, the
Yeah.
way it's intended to, and just reading it, because you actually, I feel like sometimes you hear how they're meant to be heard, if you know what I mean. Because
Yeah.
except
sound
for
different.
except for Dragon Ball Z, I
Yeah.
can't stand Goku's high pitched voice
In Japanese.
in the Japanese. I can't. I'm all about the American. But honestly, besides that though, I don't. Kid screaming. Yeah. I can't get into sub.
Yeah. Like I have to.
I mean
to
the
watch
dub.
It, well,
Yeah.
I have to watch it dubbed, but if I can't find it, I will watch it.
I
Subbed.
love subtitles. I
The only
love.
thing is you have to read it and pay attention.
Yeah. See, I'm okay with I'm okay with it. I may read it fast enough and just hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, what did you think so far though? Honestly, about Naruto.
The what? The
Naruto. What do you think about it? So
I
far?
love it. I
Yeah?
love everything about it. I love his like dream and his goal to be Hokage.
Always pushing himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always pushing himself. He doesn't give up. I love his training. My favorite characters so far are Jiraiya, Naruto, Kakashi Sensei,
Really?
and Minato. Even though I don't know a lot about him yet.
I'm being a big fan of Lee since the beginning.
Rock Lee.
Yeah, Bruce, because Bruce
Brown.
Lee, yeah, and just the way he fights and everything, oh, it's amazing. Because he can't really use any of his what is it, Jinjutsu?
Yeah,
Jigenetsu?
nothing. He just a taijutsu.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Batman over here that me and some of my cousins were going cosplay for WonderCon. I don't know if you're going to WonderCon.
Yes, and
We're
that's-
doing a Naruto.
All right, then we're gonna talk about that a little bit later too. How you're into cosplay.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Naruto. I'm gonna do Naruto, the sexy jutsu,
Uh-huh.
and then Kakashi's gonna be there. Ino, my niece, she wants to be Ino, and Sakura will be there, and also who is it? Sasuke?
Sasuke.
Oh, yeah. And we might get Azuma and Kurenai up in there too.
Uh,
So we'll see.
I was a big fan of Kabuto too.
I like his medical ninjutsu, but I don't like him. Well, 'cause he's a bad guy.
Yeah, but it's just great how he plays both sides. He's soulless.
I hate how Asuma is gone. It's so sad.
But back to also about anime, what I enjoy about it, how it takes a serious tone and then it goes to comedy, just like
Yeah, it's got its own culture because a lot of the morals are honor, respect. You don't leave your comrades behind.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is Naruto and Sakura trying to find Sasuke.
yeah,
They didn't know him for that long, but
who Sasuke disowned them.
yeah, he's family to them, and they're trying so hard. Even though they already found him once at the beginning of Shippuden,
Yeah.
and he like rejects them and wants to kill them, but they still want to go back to him.
So you're not sold on this, Drew?
I've tried. She's told me to watch Sword Art Online. I saw the first 5-6 episodes. I like it. It's just I can't keep up with it because I have just so many other things I'm interested in.
Uh-huh.
It's just kind of I just can't get into.
But
it.
Sword Art Online it's a great show. That's also on Netflix.
like Ready Player One, like something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
remember seeing
and
the
it deals
story
with the
like
whole
that.
fantasy culture of it, and gameplay. We're pretty much, we might be seeing that pretty soon, actually, with the whole VR sets coming up now.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so VRs are coming out now. Should be on sale pretty much to the public for retail by Oculus and all that. Samsung, HTC.
How much do you think the virtual reality?
They're
thing's
gonna be, I say, average price $600 to $700. So,
Of course.
which I won't be getting anytime soon. But with that, a lot of people are talking about making a Sword Art Online,
Wow,
gaming headset,
That would
you
be
know?
awesome.
which would be awesome. It's like you got
It's
your.
another big anime.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be pretty cool, and that's what Sword Art Online is all about. People getting into the fantasy world. So they put this big old headset on that transforms them into this
Into the game. World.
game.
It's-
Fantasy.
It's exactly like Ready Player One.
Yeah, so it's like fantasy style and everything. And I mean, you like you said, you've seen the first few episodes.
Yeah.
how they have their classes. You know, you get together and then you find
And
out
he's
that
like way above everyone else, Kirito.
yeah, because he was part of the alpha.
The
beta game.
Yeah, or the beta.
cheaters.
There, yeah.
Game testing, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, got it. So you saw the first one and you liked it. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, because, okay, the first season, you have the part where they're trying to escape
Uh-huh.
Asgard. And then the second part is where he's trying to save her,
Yeah.
Asuna. So, honestly, like, to me, those could have been season 1 and 2 because they're just so different. And then, but, it is one season. And then season 2 is just the first half is Kirito, and the second half is like
And that's why a lot of people actually criticize it. Is like they think they could have been more. Like they say it was a little too rushed,
Yeah.
and it could have been more into that kind of world. Because like, if you actually showed more of the missions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute, especially how the second part of the first season,
Mhm.
she's like pretty much a damsel in distress.
Oh yeah.
But it just sucks how in a way for her, she's kind of useless because in the first one, what do they call her? The flash of light or something like that?
Oh, I don't
Because she
remember.
was so fast with her sword.
Yeah.
So, like, she was badass.
And then she
And then the
sees
second
him.
part, she's pretty much useless.
Use it.
Or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Females roles. That's how they happen sometimes.
Yeah.
So Sword Art Online. Have you been seeing Bleach? Have you seen anything on Bleach?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I hear it's good, and I've seen how many seasons there are. But I'm
It's up there.
trying to finish Naruto. So,
So
I know
something-
you have Ichigo and his big old sword.
Mhm.
What's it called? I forget what it's called. Sambato.
Sambato, yeah.
There you go. So I might watch that after, unless you told me about another one.
Which one was
The
this?
first one that you watched.
Oh,
Trigun?
Trigun. Oh,
Trigun.
see, because I saw Dragon Ball when I was little. Oh, that got me interested.
Yeah.
But, and this was in middle school, Trigun was the first anime series that I completely finished, and it really cemented me in that getting into anime. Cool, forever be a fan. And it has Vash as the Stampede, who is essentially this blonde kid who is amazing with the pistols, and he wears a big old red coat. And believe it or not, my online handle is from that anime.
Oh, wow.
Because it has this priest who's a trained killer as well. His name is Nicholas D. Wolfwood, and he carries this gigantic cross that ends up being a gun that he turns into like a machine gun.
Oh, man, yeah.
And there's pistols hidden in it, and it just follows his Vash, who goes from town to town, and he has a brother. And I'm saying this has been middle school, over 10, 15 years since I seen the whole series again.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe it's his brother that he's looking for, and in the end he finds him, and there's more to it. But it's an amazing anime, and it's been praised a lot, and I would recommend you actually watching it. Trigun.
Yeah, I want to try that one next.
So yeah, and that my handle CJ Wolfwood because of Nicholas D. Wolfwood, and I love that character. So it's something you should watch.
Lightning Flash.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Lightning Flash. Okay, that's what they call it.
Just look it up.
The other ones I did like were shorter ones. High School of the Dead. Did you watch that one?
High School of the Dead.
Oh,
which
you have
one's
to
that
watch that one. You have to watch that one too.
That's
It's
a
zombies.
zombie, right?
Yes, it's that one. It's a little more, I guess, of a raunchy anime. Or
one?
something. But either way, it's not.
I'm okay with raunchy.
It's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And the other one, which one was it? Oh, Aesthetic of a Rogue Warrior.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like 13 episodes long, but it's just funny too.
Have you ever seen Helsing?
No.
Are you serious? That's a great, and it's not too long. There's 2 versions of it, but it's dealing with vampire, like a
Ooh.
badass vampire.
Yeah.
I think it's in the name, Helsing.
Yeah.
Anime?
It sounds familiar. Death Note. That's the other one I was thinking of.
Oh, Death
I
Note.
love Death Note.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
That was really good. Yeah.
Especially the first part where he's, he's using his intellect and fighting off L.
Yeah.
And they're both geniuses, and you're like, who's gonna outsmart who?
Honestly, that's one of the best mangas and anime I've seen.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
I didn't know there was a movie.
There's a movie.
It's good. The movie.
No, I haven't seen it yet. That's why I was gonna have you seen it.
I didn't know.
But I think they're making an American version out of it. I believe.
I hope they don't mess it up.
We can only hope. But Death Note is a good one. Yeah, I'm glad you said that one. Yeah. What else?
Let me think. 'Cause yeah, I haven't watched too many, unfortunately. Especially since I feel like after years, I got back into it.
Initial D. Have you seen that one?
No. Mm-mm.
I I couldn't get into the manga, but the anime was pretty good. They stopped it short though. I believe
There's
the
a
manga.
new one now that I'm thinking about it. Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I went to an anime convention over here in the OCC,
Yeah.
Ontario Convention Center, and I saw the Seven Deadly Sins.
Did you really?
They were all
The
there.
cosplayers?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, I saw like two or three Dans.
Really?
Gother, Melodious.
I can't. Have you heard
King.
any rumors on that? If they're gonna start season 2 on it?
I have no idea. I gotta figure that out. But I mean, there obviously has to be, right?
There
Because
has
of
to
the way
be.
it ends. We still haven't found the seventh deadly sin
Mm-mm.
of Pride.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Lion of Pride. But I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I
And
can't
I
wait.
think that one, like, surprisingly, it was a Netflix original,
Yeah,
and everyone loved it.
I liked
Yeah.
it.
I love the way it starts and
Everything about it. About
because you don't expect him to be the captain.
No, listen to this, Drew. It's pretty much, it's about this warriors. They're part of this kingdom and everything. They're like one of the best warriors ever.
Mhm.
You know, and there's some backstabbing. Like something happens.
Yeah.
They are, I guess.
Well, they protect the kingdom.
Yeah, they protect the kingdom.
But they were framed.
Yeah, exactly. They were framed. They were enemies of the kingdom. Something happened, and they were framed for it. Like they were doing murders that they never did,
Mhm.
and a lot of they just ended up vanishing. But a lot
Yeah.
of rumors were said that they were killed. And then it picks up where this traveler who has his restaurant on top of a pig,
Yeah.
it ends up saving this clueless damsel in distress.
Who was dressed in like knight armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he ends up tagging on for missions with her. And you end up finding out that he was a captain for the Deadly Sins. And then you don't realize how strong and powerful he is. And then
Yeah.
you end up finding out that he's, half demon or he's full demon?
Well, he like turns demon when he goes like into a rage.
Yeah.
rage. He goes like insane.
So he has a specific special sword that's broken that ends up being a key.
Yeah.
And then you end up finding, the 7 Deadly Sins, you know, which is what? Pride, you got
Pride,
sloth,
Greed.
envy. They're all there, so they all have their names. And throughout the season, you start finding each one of them. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool, man. It has knights, it has fun, it has everything,
Yeah.
dude. You should definitely watch.
I mean, Melodious and Bond, they're just the most hilarious duo.
Yeah.
I mean, they break down this supposedly unbreakable shield by just arm wrestling.
Yeah.
You have to watch it.
You do have to watch it. God, what else? Nothing of this appeals to you, like Andrew. I mean, you're
the
like
stories you guys are talking about, like that's all cool, but it's just like it's you know it's a new thing to jump into that it's like I don't know if I have the time for it.
You know what? Speaking of jumping into it, it's new.
I do you guys know Ninja Scroll?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I saw that from beginning to end. Does that count?
Yeah, that does count. It was pretty cool, huh?
I liked it, yeah, because like
Yeah.
reminded me like
And it's just a short, quick season too.
oh that was actually the movie that I saw.
Oh, did you?
That's probably the most I've ever seen of an anime.
Really?
Complete from beginning to end was just one full movie.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I
Well,
liked it, but it just didn't really.
so it doesn't appeal to you at all.
It didn't get me to get into more of it
Really?
because I have my horror and my superheroes and video games and stuff. It's just
I mean, because I don't think they deal too much on superheroes. I think they're more on realism with fantasy. Because it's always about regular people. I mean, no superheroes, regular people and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just like it's mostly fantasy with anime that I've noticed. You know what I mean?
One thing that puts me off of it is the voice acting of it.
Like,
It puts me off the high pitched, the girly, the inflections of
well,
it.
just like Priscilla said, it's its own culture when it comes to anime.
Yeah, it is. I understand it.
A
but
lot of the characters' voices are girls too for the guys.
Yeah, a lot of that is.
Like take Pokemon for example.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum's voice is by a girl.
So is Naruto for the anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. And it's funny because if you do watch enough anime, you'll
Yeah.
start hearing voices from other animes.
You can recognize the characters.
Yeah?
Like Fairy Tale, I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of it.
I liked it. How did you like Fairy
liked
Tale?
It's awesome.
You saw it on Netflix,
But
I'm guessing, right?
watching Naruto, so I can't.
You watch it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? And they have
Asuna and Lucy. Lucy from Fairy Tale is the same.
or same with Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know if you've seen
I
that.
haven't seen that one. But
Oh
I've been
my
told to watch
god.
it.
It's on Netflix too.
Is it
Netflix
good?
is
That one?
a good source. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
amazing.
There's so many animes on there.
Yeah, it's a good source for anime. Netflix is amazing. Like I know they have Piccolo voice actor shows up in Full Metal,
Really?
the dub,
Oh wow.
and the anime as well.
Mhm.
So you'll hear recurring voices a lot. God, but yeah, Andrew, so you're looking for something serious without that playful act, and it's hard to find because that's what anime's all about. Is they do the full spectrum of emotions, very serious to very silly.
I'm looking or searching for anime. It's just really hasn't
just
been
doesn't
my
appeal to you,
bag.
huh?
Just, yeah. I mean, it's cool. I don't knock it or I don't hate it. It's just like it's just not hasn't attracted me and hasn't.
It's just weird because you like
That's what I'm
fiction
saying.
and
Is like, how do you
it
not
kind
like
of goes together in a way.
Black Butler? I just watched that. That was
Seen
pretty good.
Yeah. What about Black Lagoon? Have you seen that one?
No, what's that all about?
I don't know. I mean, I had heard from some, that it was good, but I haven't got a chance to watch it.
God, just thinking about it reminds me of how many animes I have seen. It's just, oh God.
Yeah.
There's an anime version of Batman. You've seen that? I know for sure you've probably seen that short.
Oh, the little short animated one.
Yeah.
With Bane and Catwoman and.
How did
that
you
was
like?
Cool.
See, I think anime creates one of the best fight scenes. I think their fight scenes when it comes to
Oh,
anime is
man.
amazing, and I don't think any regular cartoon American style has really matched it. To be honest with you, I think anime's version of fighting is amazing. It's so skilled.
Yeah, the closest that I can think of a real movie that compares to their fighting is like Ip Man, if you've seen that one.
Oh yeah,
Because he's insane.
yeah. Even like their choreography, a lot of American movies have incorporated it because it's just so technical. But like I was saying, when it comes to anime, seeing like DC Directs, Marvel's shows and stuff like TV cartoon or any cartoon TV shows, that their fighting is kind of bland compared to what anime's fighting style is.
And there's so much like Japanese culture in it, I think, especially using their chakra and
Mhm.
using their, kai or ki.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I love that stuff. That's the cool part of it, I think.
Any other shows you're watching?
I mean, the other big one is Pokemon.
You still watching that?
No, I'm not anymore.
Where did you stop?
Rewatch it. I rewatched it and I left off at I can't remember what. It's like Pokemon Advanced Battle or something.
Oh,
like that.
okay.
And it's when they start doing like the tag team kind of
Oh, okay.
fighting, and it's Ash and May. And
I stopped
Brock and
watching
Max.
after the original one ended. Not ended, but then something else came on.
I mean, the first one's awesome.
When
and
Brock
then the Johto
left,
League is still
when
cool.
Brock left, I was like,
I know.
it kind of changed it for me.
Misty left too.
Did she?
And
Oh,
yeah,
it-
and then she left first, and then Brock came back, and he stays with him for another long while. But I mean, I heard like the new ones. I tried to watch one episode of like Black and White or
Yeah.
something like that, and he's like the same age, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on?
Did you ever watch Digimon?
Yeah, I did.
I like
used to
Digimon.
love that show.
I like the way it ended because there was an actual ending to it when it shows them all growing up with their own kids.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I remember watching that final episode. That was amazing.
The other one I did love too was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I liked the original one.
The first one with the
And it's
Duelist
on
Kingdom and
it's
Battle
on,
City.
and it's on Netflix too.
Mhm.
I remember watching
is,
it.
yeah?
Exodia and all that. Oh, I actually
yeah.
played the card game.
I thought Battle City was awesome because you could they went around the city,
Yeah,
like battling and stuff.
I like it. Even when it goes into kids screaming again. It goes into the video games. I played a bunch of that
Oh,
Game
yeah,
Boy
I have
Advance
'em.
games and stuff like that.
I love them. They're awesome.
You said you played the card game. She's a big card gamer too, right? You collect,
Yeah, I have a
and
lot
play.
of them.
What do you play?
Like almost every card
Of
of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you really?
I do.
That's awesome.
It's
You
on
don't
my
ever?
collection.
Do you actually play it? Actively play
Yeah,
it?
no, yeah.
Do you ever go to tournaments?
I haven't. Usually I just play with my cousins.
Are they into it too, or
Oh
like,
yeah,
can
they all have their own decks. Like one of my cousins, he has like a light deck. My brother has a dragon deck.
Really?
I usually have a spellcaster. I rock the spellcaster.
I bought a couple of packs when I was young. I still have them. I just gotta find it. See, that's cool. We gotta get. You know what? We all have to get together one day, and you should
One of our
loan us.
guys from AMR,
Uh-huh.
who is it? Drew. He has
VST.
his own deck. Yeah, VST.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, you should loan us some, and we'll play.
That would be fun.
'Cause
Yeah, I go to Frankincense right here.
Oh, do you? And that's where you get your
in
new
City
cards
of
and stuff like that.
Industry. Yeah.
Because I've always played the game version of it, the handheld versions of it, and build my
Oh,
own
I mean, I
deck.
have my Game Boys.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
the original, and I did a mod for them where I added a backlight to it,
Yeah.
so I could play at night. Too.
Really? Look at you. That's dope. Yeah, because I play, like I said, I've always played all the Game Boy Advance one
Yeah.
and all that stuff like that. And then Pokemon, I buy the games too for
You know
Pokemon.
what? Have you heard anything about Pokemon Go? I had heard hype about it last year.
Which one was that? Was supposed to be
About like coming out in February this year. It was supposed to be kind of like a, I don't want to say virtual reality, but they made jokes about
the
it.
phone one?
Yeah, they made jokes about it that there'd be like a Pokemon like out here in
Okay.
the street and people would die trying to
No,
get it or
actually,
something.
I know what you're talking about. Because I was playing this card game, Marvel World of Heroes. Remember that?
Yeah, I played that for a while too.
And I got pretty good on it. Actually, I was top 4. I was top 4 and pretty much in that whole competition there.
In the world or on your team?
No, of the world, because it's a world game. It's available for everybody kind of deal. So,
What?
yeah.
It's really cool, the idea of Pokemon Go.
But I heard about that. Like, essentially, you can catch Pokemon, but
They
it's
could be
based around your
anywhere.
GPS. So it gets you involved where you have to walk around and try to catch them. And that sounded amazing. The premise on that was pretty cool.
And you could also get like this, it was like not like a watch, but like a wristband.
Uh-huh.
And that it would go off when there's like a Pokemon nearby.
See,
and you could
God,
throw a
if they do
Pokeball
that,
at
I'll be all into that. Which is pretty cool because it gets you walking, it gets you exercising, I guess you can think about it.
Fitbit.
Yeah, exactly. But that would be pretty awesome. And I remember Google did a little spin-off on that. It was like for April Fools.
Oh,
Or
no way.
Yeah, you can look it up later. Where they go around, you can catch a Pokemon, and you flick on it, and you catch that Pokemon. So I don't know, it was like from that idea, like, oh, it'll work.
I saw a lot of the trailers of it. I saw they had like a conference about it or something, and the main guys of it were talking about it and showing us the devices that they would use for it, aside from like your phone. And somebody made a joke about it, and they would say like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go to like the Vatican, and tell them like I'm here to catch like one of the rarest Pokemon," and he's like, "All right, you gotta battle me for it."
So that would be amazing. I could see myself getting into that
But
because
yeah.
I have Pokemon Black and White,
Oh, nice.
so I still buy those. I still get into that.
No, yeah.
But yeah, card games, I love that. I remember, in high school, I got the Star Wars card game.
Oh wow.
I know I got the Marvel card game, but that was short-lived.
Well, you're still playing the Marvel, the phone game.
No, that's ended. So I stopped
done?
playing for about a month. Yeah,
Oh wow.
but yeah, top 10 a couple times too with the team I was in.
Yeah, I was on your team, whatever, and we scheduled times 3, 4 in the
Yeah.
morning to battle. That was crazy. I was addicted to that for about a year.
But it was fun though, man.
Spent a lot of money on it.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, addiction. But hey, now I spend it on comic books, so it's all good. Well, that's cool. And now let's get into cosplay. So it's something I've never done. So now Drew can actually get into this more. When's the first time you started cosplaying, and what got you into it?
Batman got me into it.
Really?
Yeah, actually, because when we started first working together,
And when she says Batman, she's referring to me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
known as Batman.
At work.
everyone knows him as Batman. He has Batman business cards. Everything he owns is Batman.
Batman tattoo.
So yeah, because I had always heard of conventions. You know, you always hear of them, Comic-Con and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I never knew like how to go, how to get tickets.
Mhm.
So he tells me he goes, and so I finally start. He sends me to get tickets. This link, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'll do it.
All
And
right.
It was WonderCon, the first one that I went to.
That's
the
awesome.
Anaheim Convention
Last year or
Center.
the year before?
Last year.
Last year.
And so he's like, yeah, and you can cosplay and stuff like that. But you don't have to.
Did you dress up for that one?
Yeah, no, I was like, hell yeah, because you know me, I love like dressing up and all that stuff. So, yeah, so I ended up dressing up. I just did Tomb Raider,
Yeah,
One of
and
my
he
favorites.
showed me the pictures. That was awesome.
and that was like a really crappy one, the first one I did.
But how did you feel though? Like just people coming up to you, recognizing who you are, and taking pictures with you.
Yeah, because they thought it was crazy because I was rocking the original
Uh-huh.
Tomb Raider, so it's like Tomb Raider 1,
Yeah.
and so.
So were you all blocky?
Yeah, and I should have, right? And so I'd have like the new Tomb Raider come up and be like,
Yeah.
oh, let's take a picture together.
That's awesome.
And yeah.
Where you're like, all right, I can keep doing this.
Like, yeah, well, but I definitely wanted to put some effort into it and make
Okay.
it, so the next Tomb Raider one I did was like really almost exactly like the underworld costume she has.
So do you plan on just continue like exploring
Yeah,
this cosplay world?
I did that, and then I did a Alice for Resident Evil.
Oh,
feature.
okay.
That one was one of the hardest ones to make because it just has so much detail. If you
Yeah,
wanna
I
get it
hear
right.
you.
And then, like I said, the next one I'm doing is the Naruto anime.
And you'll be sporting this and.
I'll have my wig and stuff. It'll be March 27th.
WonderCon.
WonderCon. For my first one. Yeah.
Are you gonna do all 3 days of WonderCon, just one day?
I wanted to do all 3 days, just with school and work right now. It's been
I
crazy.
don't hear you. You gotta do what you gotta
I got my ticket already for Sunday, but I still wanted to go like the other days. But I'm just like, I already got my ticket. I'll just go Sunday.
do. That's cool. I still gotta buy my tickets, but I'm planning to do all 3 days. I know Drew already has all 3. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna do cosplay?
I want to. You know what? The cosplay I really want to do, and I won't start any other one until I do this. It'll be Mr. Freeze.
Oh my God.
You've been saying that for 2 years now.
Yeah.
The funny thing.
But
is
now that I got fit, now that I got lost all that gut weight, I'm gonna
telling
try to
my
pull it off.
brother, like, if
you could have been the
somebody-
penguin before.
Yeah.
If somebody had done like the Mr. Freeze, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, I don't know if that's the one you wanted.
No, that's you know what?
That
That'd be
one's
amazing.
Crazy. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Didn't we talk about that? It's like I actually liked how he looked. It wasn't pulled
Yeah,
off.
it was cool
Yeah,
because he has like the smoke.
Yeah.
and-
So the freeze I want to pull off is either the animated series freeze or the Arkham freeze.
In the video
Yeah,
games,
that would be
that's a good
awesome.
So that's one. And like I said, now that I lost the weight, I'm gonna start doing my research. It won't be ready for WonderCon.
Batman over here.
It shouldn't matter
You
about the
would want
weight
to?
because we've seen the. type
No,
of
I
people
understand that, but you
cosplay,
know,
it
it's
doesn't matter.
it's something for myself, you know, personal thing. And then we got Drew here that's been dressing up as Batman, and his new adventure will be Nightmare
For
Batman.
WonderCon, I'm doing the Nightmare Batman. I just bought the boots today. I bought the pants and the holster.
Yeah,
The
Still
goggles
looking.
already.
I got the goggles.
yeah, which I saw, which look amazing.
Yeah. Once I like start working on dirtying them up and aging them.
Yeah.
It's be cool. I got to build the belt, the utility belt, and I got to come up with the shirt.
And what's the Nightmare Batman from?
Nightmares from the new movie, the Batman vs Superman.
Which you can see on the trailer, correct?
Yeah, I've seen it in the trailer. It's like you've never seen this Batman.
The one he's
before.
in the desert
He's
and
got
everything.
Long trench coat and desert action Batman. So that I got the idea because of Long Beach. People were asking me if I was that Batman with my 0-year cosplay.
Yeah.
So I was like, why didn't I think of that before? You know, it's easy enough to make, and it's gonna be comfortable. I'll be in pants. You know, I won't be all uncomfortable with all this gear.
It's just
Yeah.
with when you put the mask on, you're sweating your balls off.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that's my plan for WonderCon.
So that's cool. Well, like I said, I gotta plan out the details for Mr. Freeze, but that'll be cool, guys. Well, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you for your
no
time. Thank you
problem.
for kicking it with us.
This was fun.
Right. Thank you
We'll,
for joining us.
we'll keep you on more often.
Manga anime expertise. Now you got some more stuff to watch and
I know.
Yes.
I
Come back
gotta
with
get
more.
on the news like you guys.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. We'll meet you. We can meet up on Sunday for WonderCon.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This
Yeah,
is pretty
she's
much
a-
game over for us.
She's a gamer too. So
Oh, yeah,
what's your gamer tag you wanna?
Oh, my gamer tag is PM Priscilla 1106.
Ooh.
PM Priscilla.
And she's on
1106.
PS4.
Yeah.
PS4. We'll link that on the.
What games are you
description
playing
here.
right now?
The Black Ops, we just did the Easter egg for zombies
Ah,
for the Rise and the
Gotta do it.
I still haven't done it for Shadows of Evil because I wasn't crazy about that one.
Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I still want to try it though.
Have you done the other Easter eggs for the other ones?
You know, I heard about the giant that they
Mhm.
have the Takyo. You can
Mhm.
get the sword, so I want to try that one next. And then what other ones have I done? I mean, I used to just play the Black Ops, and I didn't really get much into Black Ops 2, but I'll probably try it again.
All right. Thank you, guys. Like I said, game over. See you guys in the next one.
Cool. Later, guys.
There's Lowe's.